We're going to do toe pressures currently, but I'd like to show you real quick how to also use the PPG on the patient. We do them on fingers as well. When we do it on a finger, the main thing is that you want to do is just make sure you're down, not over the knuckle of the finger. So we wouldn't want to be down here where we don't have good contact, and place it right here. Remember, PPG stands for Photoplethysmography. Photoplethysmography means light sensitive. And so if we have a lot of light like we do here, bright light, we would want to cover those up with either a light drape or anything of that nature, or something like this. We can also take our PPGs off, and we can use these by themselves anywhere on the extremity to find flow. And I'm going to do a lower arterial pressure in a few minutes that actually shows that we can do a full study utilizing PPG instead of our Doppler. Now there is question on whether that's reimbursable because it's considered a screening study, so since we aren't doing a DP and PT pressure, we're going to only be doing an ankle pressure, but some people prefer that because it's so simple. We can do that in about 5 minutes. PPG, if we're just applying it to the tissue, we can apply it anywhere on the patient. And we do have these nice adhesion strips that really work out really well. Better than double stick tape, but you can also use double stick tape. We just put that on like so, and then you just peel off the other side. And these can go anywhere on the patient. They're really nice if you're trying to take a little toe pressure where your cuff is covering up that toe. You can actually use these right at the tip of it. Now, if I do that, I'm typically going to cover that up because that will get some ambient light in there. And remember, we want that photocell to be completely covered up and away from light. These are an option. These are nice. You can slap them at different spots. If I've got a patient that has an amputation at the knee and I want to take a thigh pressure, I can put this right at on the stump, and I can take a knee pressure. Or if I had a patient that had half a foot, I can put it right here, and I can go ahead and grab a nice pressure there. The way that you change your sensor, if you are at a site, we can go to a BP pressure, and I can show you how you can change your different probes just by going to red or green, and those are your PPGs. So I'll go back to our PPG, and now we're going to do our waveforms at our toes. To put your clip back in, simply slide it in, and it goes in just like so. We're also going to look at the toe cuffs. We have 1.9 and 2.5 digit cuffs. For females, a lot of times the 1.9 is perfect for all the digits, but occasionally you'll want to use the 2.5. The 2.5, of course, is a wider cuff. Same thing when we're looking at it. You can see here I could use a 2.5, or I could use a 1.9 with this patient, and I'll go ahead and do a 1.9 with it. When we're wrapping these cuffs, main thing is not to wrap it too tight. With these cuffs, you'll see that they're very soft on the inside, and we wrap them tight, it'll have a hard time getting pressure in there. And actually, we can occlude the vessel ourselves by wrapping them too tight. So we want to put them on there so they're nice and smooth, but not tight at all. Usually have my hoses coming out the top. We can go off the bottom as well if we want to, but just don't put the hose between the toes because sometimes that'll kink the hose for you. We want to make sure it's all the way down on the base of the toe. Now we're going to hook up our hoses, and with the configuration I have here, I have it set up so that I can just move these down to the toes. We could also set up a configuration if you're doing a lot of ABIs where it just goes direct for us. Because what we're going to do now is just hook up our hoses, yellow on right, yellow white on our left, and we're going to grab our two PPG probes. Again, you have a red and a green PPG probe. With this setup, as you can see on the screen, it's telling us to put the red on the right side and the green on the left side. Yep. And we moved up a little bit there. We can put these on sideways if we wish, or we can put them on up and down like you see this one. It really is not going to matter. It's really up to you on how you need to apply it on that patient. From here, I'm going to hit next site to take our two PPG waveforms. And I'm going to increase our scale up substantially on this. Now you can see we have beautiful waveforms. And I'm just going to get a full screen and hit freeze. There's our PPG waveforms, look fantastic. Now I'm going to go on to my pressures, and I can increase these up again a little bit bigger so it jumps out at me when it comes back, and we can also post edit it as well if we wanted to. Now I'm going to inflate. It's going to inflate both toes till they occlude, and now we've occluded both toes, and now I'm waiting for that first pulse to come back. Now we can see both are coming back in. The system selected the first pulse for us. You can also see your DC PPG curve where it starts to take off and comes back. You can see it nice and easy that it's marking the pulse correctly. This side, the DC PPG curve didn't quite jump out at us like the other side did. But we've got a nice report. So all we do is go to our summary page and we can look and see we have a complete report. If you wanted to look at the report itself, then you can go ahead and visualize that, preview it, and you can see exactly what the report is going to look like for your patient, for your doctor. Now, if you wanted to, we could put the silhouette of the person in there with the report. It's up to you. We can have the system set up to do it any way that you'd like, look any way you'd like on the system.